Good afternoon. This is Jim Mansfield, ELT 231, and this is video 2 of Lab Day 1, ELT 231. And as I talked about in my last video, we have RS Linx Classic now running, configured, and communicating with our PLC. We want to start RS Logix 500 English to actually write a program or get it configured to write a program. And as you can see down here on my taskbar, where I have my system tray, my start button, different applications I'm running, this link right here, which is a PC and a PLC with a couple chain links here, actually shows RS Linx Classic running. If I click on it and it comes up, you can see that I'm running and I'm configured and ready to go. So I'll minimize that, and I'm going to start RS Logix 500 English. Go to the Start button here on the taskbar. Go to All Programs, Rockwell Software, RS Logix 500 English, RS Logix 500 English. I have an expiration message coming up because there's an activation code that needs to be entered. I just click OK for now. And I'm going to increase my window size here just a little bit. And at this point, I need to start a new file, File New. I need to create click and select a processor. So I'm going to give this the same name as my lab board, so I'll call this Instructor. And I'm going to come down here and select a processor, which in my case is a 505 processor, which is the 552 CD, excuse me. And now that I've selected a processor, I have to do some configuration. In this application here, I have my title bar, menu bar, various toolbars for uploading, instruction sets, my project window over here, which has got my files and configuration, and this is where I program. On my project window here, I'm going to double-click controller properties, and I see my processor, the name I've given it, and I'm going to go here to controller communications. And it says driver unknown. I need to select the driver that I configured in my RS Linx Classic, SLC 500, and now I can click OK. I need to come to my configuration of my I/O, which allows me to select which cards, which input and output cards I'm running on my PLC. I double click this, and I have to read it. This program will actually read the cards that I have and pre-configure it for me, the number of slots I have in my rack, which cards I'm using over here. So I click Read I/O, select my driver, click on Read I/O. It's got a slight variation in the software of my CPU. I'm going to say OK. And now my I/O is configured. The last thing I want to do is go to Channel Configuration and go to Channel 0 System. There's 4 tabs: General, Channel 1 System, Channel 0 System, Channel 0 User. I want Channel 0 System, and I want to set it for full DF1 full duplex, 19.2 baud. That's my communications rate. I click OK. And at this point, I'm ready to program. The only thing I'm going to do before I start programming, or the last thing I do before I start programming, is click File, Save As, and give this a proper file name, ELT 231 Lab Config 1 Mansfield. And I'm going to save it in a folder on my documents, Rockwell. And that pretty much ends our first configuration lesson on the RS Logix 500 English, and the next video will be about actually writing code. Thank you very much.